we realized that basically like performance is a very big concern with profiling. So many people have run into it with BigQuery profiling and all that. So we started like digging deeper into this one, and now we have more fine-grained knobs to control profiling. So you have like knobs at a higher level itself. You can choose like a ton of expensive profiling metrics altogether. So, and then it'll run much faster. So you have the ability to basically configure how you can run this in parallel, how to profile data sets in parallel. So, and then you can choose how many rows to sample, which offset to start from and all that. So these are pre-existing knobs, but they help with performance. So then you have like column level filtering knobs. So now you can use the profile pattern to basically allow or deny specific columns, basically. So to profile. So you can also basically use knobs like what is the max number of fields I want to profile in any single table, and then we'll profile only those many columns, and then profile table level only. You can say I don't want any column level information, and then just stick to this. So similarly, now you can even selectively basically pick what metrics to profile at column level. So like null count, are you interested in distinct frequency values? Anything with E, it's an expensive operation. So you can really customize your profiling. So based on all these knobs, and they really work well with each other. So I'll jump right into the demo. So okay, so am I sharing the right screen? I think so. Okay.
Yeah, we can see your terminal.
Okay, good. So yeah. So basically what I have set up for profiling is basically like we wanted to know what is really causing the problem. Is it like too many rows? Is it like too many columns? What type of columns and all that? So if you see, the benchmark basically involves like 4 types of tables. So one with 1,000,000 rows and 2 columns. So and 10,000 rows, 2 columns, and 10 rows and 1,000 columns, and then 20 rows and like 100 columns. This is basically the data set we have used to profile. So what we discovered is basically that column profiling is the real killer. It happens very sequentially, and it's not very easy to parallelize that particular like piece. So just to show you basically how bad it is. So I don't want to do this run over here. So here, if you see the one with like 10 rows and 1,000 columns, it took 2,700 plus seconds basically to finish profiling. So and now I want to basically demo this particular thing. So I want to basically like without turning off expensive profiling, and then nothing more fancy. I just want to show what does it like look like to profile one column fully. So run this. The interesting thing to notice here is like this particular thing being in action. So I want to say just one field, right? I want to get. So takes about like 29 seconds to finish. And if you notice, it is typically like taking about like 15 seconds basically per table. So if we just sample one column. So, and then let's go ahead and turn on this one, expensive profiling. So turn all, what? Then we run the same thing.
So Surya, what does turning off expensive profiling metrics do behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, it basically limits the total number of columns you will profile to 10. It also turns off like all the things that were basically shown as E, expensive. So like computation of sample values, so computation of histogram. So all of that basically gets turned off by default. So if you see here now, like, yeah, it's almost the same thing, because basically like we have a string column. So I think that's what this picked, and it was same as what it was before. So the running time. So now let's actually turn on only table level. I want to basically profile only table level metrics. And let's keep this on as well. So to keep the demo shot, just to see the difference in running time with column profiling.
Cool.
So,
and for people who are looking forward to using this, this is available in 0816.2 today. So you can try it out on your data stores today. And I guess this is supported for any source, not just BigQuery, correct?
Yeah. So this is now, if you see, it only takes like about 15 seconds to profile all tables if you just want things at table level. So what you get is like number of rows and columns. So, but yeah, so these are basically the tunable parameters. So one nice thing, if you notice here, is this is working along with basically like this allowed deny patterns. So here, this is saying basically deny anything that has just like one column. So column ending with one number. So we can see that actually quickly. So if you see what got profiled for this one, so come on, stats, even though, so oh, I don't remember what settings. Okay, one column basically. That's what we see.
Cool. Thank you so much, Surya. And definitely everyone who's had trouble with getting profiling to work on their really large tables and wide tables in particular, please take a look at this and give it a spin. It should really ensure that you're using your budget for the right things. Cool. Let's move over to the next pieces. Maggie?
Sorry, 1 second. We had an update from Harshal as well.
Okay.
Oh, sure. So I just want to mention that, we've been enabling some other performance improvements with data profiling as well, particularly around doing work in parallel, as well as reducing the number of queries that we actually issue to the backend store. So some of those merged in, particularly column level parallelism or table level parallelism. And then we're working on some of the other performance improvements as well. So they're coming up.